If you're a map nerd and you haven't visited the Living Atlas, then you totally should. The ArcGIS Living Atlas of the world. It's an amazing and growing library of geographic content, maps, story maps, apps, and you can access and you can add them to your web map. You can import those layers into Pro. Anyways, it's great. Check it out. And today I'm going to show you how to add your own content. So sharing means caring, and I use a lot of content from the Living Atlas, but I also upload content that I make to the Living Atlas to share with you all, to say thank you for all the content that you have shared with me. So let me sign in, and there's this great little tab here called My Contributions. Now if you haven't contributed anything, it'll show you a list of things that you can contribute. And like I said, I've lobbed a lot of things over the wall into the Living Atlas for you all over the years, and you can see them listed here, and they're all scored about how well the Living Atlas robot determines that you've kind of filled out the required metadata so people can make sense of what you're sharing. But let's go to My Content. My Content says, here's all the stuff in your ArcGIS Online account. And a lot of these I've already either nominated, like this one this morning, this ArcGIS Pro project I nominated this morning, or things that have been accepted, like this amazing global background, which is just a rectangle that covers the whole world. But guess what? 6,000 people have used it. That's great because it's super useful. See, accepted. It's accepted. And here's a project. This is an ArcGIS Pro project that I packaged up and shared into my ArcGIS Online account so that the folks I was making it for could have it. And I want to share that with you. Okay, guess what? I didn't realize it when I was making this video, but only Esri accounts can nominate ArcGIS Pro project packages. My bad. So anytime you hear me say ArcGIS Pro project package, just think about nominating some other item type, like map or layer or app. Okay, carry on. So I'll make this available in the ArcGIS Living Atlas of the world. So I'm going to expand this, and right away you'll see I'm at 71 out of 100 points. The robot does not like my metadata because I pretty much haven't done any work to fill out the metadata. So people would look at this and be like, well, what's Switzerland, no space, posters even mean? And it's cool though that it gives me a description of like, how can I improve this? You know, how crappy is my title and my description? Here's what we suggest. So let's do that right now. If I just click this, it'll open my details page in a new tab, which is nice. And yeah, I mean, look at this. I haven't done any work. All I did was upload a thumbnail, which a lot of people forget, by the way, but that's really important, maybe the most important thing beyond the title. So here is my unpopulated metadata details page. And with the magic of video, poof, look at that. All that work creating metadata is done. Now, when I just stare at an empty description, I'm like, you know, I mean, what do I write? It's an ArcGIS Pro project package. But the more I start typing, the more details come out of that process. And I think to myself, what would I want to know if I was stumbling on something in the wild and wanted to learn more about it and see if it was something that I could use in one of my projects? So just start going, and I'll tell you, the robot likes a couple of hyperlinks. Images don't hurt. I've linked to the 2 blog posts I've written that talk about the creation of these 2 maps. You can include images. You can't upload an image, but you can link to an existing online image. I think people call that hot linking, so be careful where you link from, right? So some people don't like that, but I linked from our blogs, so I let myself hot link to these images. Terms of use, if you've got some legal statement or something, you can put it in there. Usually I just kind of write something friendly and sassy. Credits, if you have any kind of special desire or requirements about how the thing that you're sharing should be cited if it's used. Put it there. Load up on tags. This helps people find it in the Living Atlas and pretty much anywhere. Tags are always a good thing. Just pile them on. Anything that you can think of that's remotely related to this content. And you can see I've got a pretty good looking score now. Man, it looks like I'm maxed out. I've got an image here that I uploaded. I've added a little bit to my, what's this, summary. And the title itself, it's important to give this something rather succinct, which honestly I haven't done here, but thorough. So somebody can look at this and know what they're getting into and say, yeah, okay, this is something that I'm kind of interested in downloading. And that's that. So let's see how we're doing back in the Living Atlas. I click this and scroll down here. Check it out. So my score has dramatically improved. I'm at 98 out of 100 points. I'll definitely take that. And I can just say, hey, nominate it. And this goes to an actual human reviewer. So all this content is validated and vetted and looked at by real human beings whose job it is to check this out and make sure that it's verifiable and good and worthy of being shared out into the GIS community in this format. So that's it. That's how you can add something to the ArcGIS Living Atlas of the world, and I hope you do this. Thanks.